Vicky, it is our honor absolutely to have you on board.
Thank you so
At the
much,
Goa
ma'am.
School, we use telling your story as an empowerment strategy. And it is really wonderful to have such a good example as yours to go through today in detail and to have you talk about it. And the best thing is that you also come, because you're a photographer, it comes with visuals as well. So thank you for doing that.
Thank
And
you so
we
much, ma'am.
also have Rohit Kumar, who is being no, yeah, welcome. Thank you. We also have Rohit Kumar on the panel, who's been he is a photographer as well in his spare time. He's been a fellow of the Goa School, and I can remember as soon as he, on the last day of our immersion program when he visited us in Goa some years ago, he floored everybody by everyone had to make a presentation on self development, and Rohit did it in photographs. So it was absolutely fantastic. Um, Again, a huge lasting impression.
Great.
So I bet he's got questions to ask you. So
Okay,
I'll
sure.
let him do that at the end of the talk, and then as well. And for those who don't know, I founded the Goa School, and the whole idea behind it is to get more people connected to new knowledge and networks that will help them improve their circumstances in life. All
Sure,
right.
ma'am.
So, Vicky, over to you, my dear. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you so much, ma'am, and thank you, Goa School, for inviting me here to share my story with photographs. So thank you for allowing me to share the story. So I just want to share my PPT also here, and after that I will start. So, are you able to see my screen?
Yes, 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 perfectly.
Okay. So, hi everyone. My name is Vicky Roy, and I'm a documentary photographer. So, whenever I see any people see any photographs, and always they tell, every picture has some story. But here I'm sharing today, photographer story with photographs. So, of course, the story is there. So, I'm originally from West Bengal, Purulia, and age of 11, I ran away from my home. But when I was 3, 4 years old, my parents, this is my parents' picture, my mom, dad picture. So my father is doing the tailoring work. He have not shop, but he sitting somewhere in the street and doing tailoring work. So his income is like a very less, like a per day, like a 10 to 15 rupees. So in that amount, it's very difficult to survive actually with seven brothers, sisters. So my parents give me to take care of me to my grandparents. So my Nana ji working in Bokaro Steel City, my Mama ji working in Bokaro Steel City. So where is the family condition is little better. So my father thought if I will be there, so maybe my uh, I can study at least class 10. So that's why he put me there. So when I'm going there in the childhood time, I saw lots of movies that if you go to the city, so you become a rich man or you become a hero maybe. So one day I decided to run away my home from Purulia. So I took some money from my uncle's pocket and I went to the railway station. And I just get in that train and that train end up landing at New Delhi railway station. So
Mm.
when I reached there, so I saw I hopeless and I just start crying there because I don't know anyone and I don't know what to do. So I just start crying there. So some children saw me and he came to me and he asked me, "Hey, are you from run away?" And I tell them my whole story and become a good friend. I start spending time with them, and after a few days, I start working as a rag picker at New Delhi railway station. So I'm just collecting water, empty bottle in the platform. And after that, we refill another cold water and that, and we selling in general coffee at 5 rupees that time. But in the platform, it's very difficult to survive because sometimes police beat us, sometimes passengers beat us, sometimes any passenger they beat us. And every platform is there is villain, so they took our money sometimes. So it's very difficult to survive. So I decided to not live in the platform, and I went to Ajmeri Gate side. There is in New Delhi, there is two sides. One is Paharganj side, one is Ajmeri Gate side. So Ajmeri Gate side, there is lots of street restaurant for the rickshawala, bicycle rickshaw. So I went over the street restaurant and asked them to give me a job, and they give me a job as a dishwasher. So I start working there as a dishwasher, and I few months work there, 4 to 5 months, and then one day one volunteer came and they asked me, "Hey, your age now go to school. So why working here?" So he said, I said, who sent me to school? And then he talked with my dhaba owner and he sent me a one organization called Salaam Baalak Trust that built by Nida Nair after her successful movie Salaam Baalak. So I went there and start living there. And after a few months, I get admission in class 7 because till 6 I study at home and I start to go regular school in the organization and go to school. And then when I was in class 10th, I got very less percentage in my class 10th. I got only 48 percentage. And my NGO teacher told me I'm not very good in study, so change your track and do some vocational training. So they offer me to some TV mechanic course, some Silai course, some cooking course, and want to do photography. So why I choose photography? Because in 2000 when I landed Salaam Baalak Trust, so I saw there is one photography workshop happening, and I'm not part of that workshop. Some other children part of that workshop. And when they finished the workshop, and after that, they two people selected for good photographs. They went Indonesia, they went Sri Lanka for their exhibitions. So that time,
Wow.
I thought maybe if I do photography, so maybe I will get lots of travel. So that's why I choose photography. And I don't know I become a photographer. So I just tell them I want to do photography. And because I'm from Hindi medium, so I never thought I'd become a professional photographer. I thought I will be a good assistant. So I just want to share some of photographs. So this is my house picture that I click in 2016 so that people have some idea about what kind of family I'm belonging. So this is where we take bath at home. So Salaam Baalak Trust gave me this Kodak Capitan camera. That time the cost is 499 rupees and they provide the roll. So I took my some friend to park, charge them 5 rupees and start clicking pictures. So I thought from the viewfinder you can just see and press the button. That is the only photography. So that's why I just go in the park and click French photographs. And I thought, oh, I know photography to just do good framing, middle of the frame, you just place your subject and click photograph. So that's how what I did the photography. So age of after 18 years, you're not allowed to live in shelter home. So I have to get out from the shelter home. So my organization found for me job. So one photographer in Delhi, his name is Anay Man. He gave me a job as a photo assistant. He said, I give you 3,000 salary, I give you cell phone, I give you bike. And after I said, wow, this is fantastic job. And he said, I have only 10, 12 days work and other day you will be free. So I'm very excited to join him. And I joined him and start working with him. And I took some loan from Salaam Baalak Trust. And I bought my first film camera. It's called Nikon F80. And because I took loan and buy that film camera, so I have to return 500 rupees every month for my loan. And my salary is 3,000 rupees. So in 2,500 is very difficult to survive. So sometimes I went to the wedding hall and work as a waiter and maybe in the light put in my head and going in the barat ceremony in the wedding and I earn some money from there and I start when I get the money I bought film roll and click photographs so that and that's how I start learning photography and assisting Animan. So I travel with him lots. So that's my dream also fulfill. And so in 2007, I did my first solo exhibition called Street Dreams. And this exhibition, Street Dream, what I try to show, how is my life in the street. So I just showing another children photographs and trying to showing my life. So like when I was in the streets, I also in the same age, and I have this kind of bag in my hand and walking in the track and collecting empty water bottle and we refill another cold water and we sell it and we go sometimes waiting for money, sometimes playing in the platform because platform is our home. So I just click under 18 years children because when I was in the street, I also under 18 years. So that's why I click only under 18 years children and trying to find how is my life in the streets. So like sometimes we slept in garbage store because if we want to sleep like a late morning. So garbage storage is a very safe place to sleep there very long time. In the washing line, we take bath like this during that time. So my this exhibition was very successful because this exhibition travel state in London, South Africa, Vietnam. I'm not travel, only the my exhibition travel. And 2008, I participated one worldwide photography competition, and they choose around the world four photographers to photo document of the reconstruction of World Trade Center. So they choose four photographers who from US, one from Hong Kong, and the nine from India. So first time I went out of India, and when I went there, so this is the old construction site. So you can see there before there is two towers. Now they build four towers. So tower one, tower three, tower four is complete. Tower two still is not done. So when I'm going there, so I was very scared that how do I communicate there because I'm from Hindi medium, only speaking Hindi. So how do I survive there? So, but New York give me a lots of confidence because I learn photography only, assist and learn. So they put me in ICP International Center for Photography. So they said took some educational knowledge about photography, so that help you in future better. So that's why I took 6 months documentary photography course there. So New York give me a good confidence, and after 6 months, I came back from New York and I part of one award program in Salaam Baalak Trust. So through that award program, they invite me to. I'm gold award holder for that award program. So through that award program, I invited to that award in Buckingham Palace. So this is during that time. In 2011, one of my colleague and I start this library called Rub Open Library in 2011. So what we did, we asked all big shot photographer to donate us photography books. So like everyone interested to donate us. So like we collect like more than 500 books. So whenever we do it, so that's how we running the library. So whenever we doing the library, we invite one established photographer also to give talk and discussions, and easily younger generation can discuss with them whatever they want and share their knowledge and experience. So that's how we running the library. And whenever we organize a workshop, so we take with us like 20, 50 books to share with local people there. So whenever we organize workshop, we bring with us book also. In 2013, National Geographic Channel first time organized a reality show. It's like a photography reality show. So they choose eight photographers from India and they took us Sri Lanka. So like this is a reality show. So like every episode, one photographer get out from the show. So it's like a total 10 episodes show, every week one show, and I get out from the show in ninth episode, and I was there in top four. So like before we click the photograph, they say caption, and according to the caption and task, we have to click photographs and submit, and then judge decide we are going to next episode or not. So that's how this program. So that it's a very good learning experience for me during that time in 2013. And the same year, 2013, in second edition of Delhi Photo Festival, my first book came called Home Street Home. And this book name is Home Street Home because first I live in home, then I spend time in the street, and after that I stay time in shelter home. So after the street, I click picture street dreams. I click picture of shelter home, and again here I am showing how is my life in the shelter home. So I click picture of other children and trying to showing my life uh, in the shelter home. So again you can imagine through this picture how is my life in the shelter and home and how is colorful life in the shelter home because we get there all middle class facility there. So after this book, through Ink Talk, I got fellowship to study MIT Media Lab. So I visited MIT Media Lab and they give me this fellowship to I learn some more technology through photography and improve my work. So after my MIT fellowship, I get invitation to give talk in Harvard University, uh, Pentagon, White House. So this is like a journey through my photography, how photography helped me to reach there. But after when I reached there, so I thought how to support through photography to the community, because community if could take me to here, so it's my responsibility to how to give return back. So one of my German friends, they start one skate park. So when they try to build this skate park, they ask lots of artists to donate their artwork. So I also donate my one of artwork, and they build this skate park there. So there is these children in Madhya Pradesh, the village called it Janwar, the middle of jungle, this village, and there is lots of tribal people staying. So these tribal people doing skating there. So there is no teacher, so children learning their self. And this skate park, there is two rules. One is no school, no skate. And second is girls first. So whenever girls come, they give skating to girls. So his name is Ramkesh, this guy, and he went Europe, China. Nowadays they are through the skate to India, to other countries, and before villages there is no one have a passport. But after this skate park, lots of children have a passport. They travel internationally. They represent skate India, other countries. So children have a now good confidence with education. They're doing skating and they get lots of travel. So now they have lots of confidence and they're doing fantastic. So I thought, how do people will know about this place? So I designed for them one campaign called Roller Change Makers. So what I did, we asked whatever they want to say, I just write down in the skateboard. So like this guy name is Ankush, and Ankush saying, hey, I want to serve my country. This girl name is Seema, and Seema saying our school should have fans. So when I start sharing this picture in my social media, so people start supporting. So like when I share this picture, my one friend donate pen for the school. So pen now school have a pen. There is one another boy, his name is Bobby, and he's saying, I want to become the village headman. And when I said this picture, so one person gave him 2 lakh rupees scholarship for study. So now he got also support. So this village is called Bundelkhand area, and there is lots of drinking water issue during the summer time. So the organization said, there is one solution, but we required 8 lakh rupees. So I said, no one can give this amount of money. So I said, maybe what we can do, we ask people to buy my artwork and we'll do this water slip. What picture I click in the skate park. So we sold some of my artwork. We collect 8 lakh rupees and we do with that money. One deep boring, we make one platform, put tank, and then motor connect with the solar panels, and we put this kind of four nalika. So like now in that village, 24-hour water available. So like this is one of my contributions to photography. So these boys have this disease last 5 years, and he never went hospital because family don't have money to visit hospital. So I click his photographs and I came Delhi and I put in my social media if anyone wants to support him. And then one guy said, oh, Vicky, please take care of him. I will take care of the expense. So I bring him Delhi, put him in one shelter home, and his treatment done in AIMS, and look at him now, like a perfectly fine. There is one family near Jama Masjid, and they live in the street like this. So I put in my social media this photograph. So one of my friends, she live in Silicon Valley, she saw this picture and she called me. She said, "Hey Vicky, what I can support this family so they will not live in the street and do some work and stay in rented house." So next day I went and found this family and I tell them one of my friend want to support you. So what support you need, and you can stay in rented house. So they said to me, originally from Rajasthan, Jabalpur. So if you open for me a grocery shop, we will go back our village. So my friend gave me 50,000 rupees and I spent 15,000. So total I spent 65,000 on open for them this grocery shop in their village. So this family is returned back in their village. This is one tribal school. They want someone to support and put shed in their school. So I asked one of my friends, and he helped me to set up this in their school in the village. In 2016, I was listed in Forbes Asia 30 under 30 list, and then 2018, I was in Vogue 40 under 40 list. And this is one book I done for our ex-chief minister, Srimati Sheila Dikshit ji, and she invited me to do this book because what she has done in last 15 years. And that is like one of my very proud moments. The Delhi ex-chief minister invite me and giving me assignment. And because Delhi give me my name same, so that's why like it's very proud moment to doing that book for her. This is my one of work called This is Cardlands New Mountainscape. This is I exhibit in Vadera Art Gallery, Kochi Binale, and Asia Society Houston Museum. So this is I click picture of the urbanization of the mountain because I remember when I was a child and when I visiting in the mountain. So that time always the imagination of the mountain of the beauty. But later on I saw when the next generation coming and when they start imagining this mountain, so what kind of image coming in their mind. This is one campaign I done in 2014 for trulymetry.com. It's called Breaking Stereotype. So what is the Delhi people have a stereotype, how they're thinking, what they thought normally. So most probably this stereotype more related with Delhi people. But that time I remember this campaign is very famous because they reach out at least 70 lakh people and so many places I go and people sometimes they say, hey, did you show this campaign? Because hey, I shooted that campaign and then people asked me to show this campaign. So anyway, so right now I'm working in this project called Everyone is Good at Something. So this is the campaign with person with disability. So like when you heard Human of Bombay, Human of New York. So same kind of this campaign called Everyone is Good at Something. This is a one website. So every week we put one story, one with one male story, one with one female story. So that ratio become 50-50. So for this project, I travel like all 28 states, 80 union territory, and according to the government, there is total 21 type of disability. And for the website, we publish more than 200 story, 5 regional languages. We have like 35,000 plus reader, and I travel like more than 1 lakh kilometer for this project. So this is what I'm doing right now, this project, and this is I'm doing voluntarily, so I didn't get any money for this. So when we publish the story in the website, so sometimes people read and they called me. They said, "Hey Vicky, I read this story and I want to support her or him." So like someone read Roji's story and they send me a 15,000 rupees to me and I give their family and they start a small shop in their house. So how small things, how to change and how photography is like a very important role playing in this field. So like a Somnath story I shoot in West Bengal and he said in his interview he required one bicycle rickshaw. So someone read his story and sent him that bicycle rickshaw. Kavita story, someone read she also required that bicycle rickshaw and she also get that bicycle rickshaw. Ashish story I shoot in Odisha and someone give me 10,000 rupees for him because they required one wheelchair and I buy for him that wheelchair and send him that wheelchair. Fatima story I shoot in Nagaland and she required one electric swing machine and someone read her story and sent him her that swing machine. The Roman story I shoot in Pondicherry and he travel 2 hours from bus to for one computer training. So someone read her his story in US and send him this 55,000 this one laptop. So he have to not travel that much for the classes. And finally, this is become a book called Everyone is Good at Something. So this book have a 100 story, all 28 state and 8 union territory story, all 21 disability. So This book recently I small launch in UN House in New York, and then UNICEF head office in New York. So both place I launched that book, and then also finally in November in Bangalore also we finally launched the book. So now this is becoming first edition. Everybody included something with the name, and also in this book with the everyone included something when you see the bottom there is lots of dots, so that is braille, so that blind people also read the book name. So in the beginning, I share with my house picture, what kind of family I'm from, what type, how is my house look like. So in 2016, I gifted this house to my mom. So finally, we have our own house. So this is how it looks like the house. And this is my younger brother. And when I run away my home, age of 11, so that time he working in a optical shop. At that time, he income is per day 2 rupees, so very difficult to survive. Also that time, but he is still working there. On COVID time, I went for long time home, and that time I had some saving. So finally, I bought for him a shop, and right now he running this shop. It's called Roy Opticals, and this is my last photograph. For, so yeah, this is my life journey to photography. So I am happy to give any if you have any questions, so happy to give answer to Rohit or Madhuri, whatever.
Yeah. My goodness, Vicky, you are such a powerful storyteller. I have goosebumps. You
Thank
really,
you, ma'am.
you've cracked that whole formula of using photography for change, for telling your own story, for empowerment, and then for giving back to society. There's nothing, almost nobody I've met who's been as powerful as that. So first of
Thank
all,
you, ma'am.
thank you. I mean,
Thank you so much, ma'am.
it's yeah, and it's so amazing for us to be privileged enough to sort of listen to your story, really, honestly. So, is Rohit still on our call? Because if he is, then I'll invite him to ask
Yeah,
a few questions. He is. Okay, Rohit ji, over
So,
to you. You're the photographer amongst us.
so my first question to you, sir, is that right now he's working in steels only, now.
yeah, I'm
Is there
working
any
by
idea? Or, yeah. So, are you going to, you represent your artwork in documentary, like in videography or all, document videos, or are still you will use your still photos or?
So no, I don't want to do video because I know that I'm not very educated. I only class 10 pass, and I'm not able to perform in the like some people have only one quality. Okay, so maybe I have only that one quality to do the only stuff and still, but I'm not able to do the video. But when I got that kind of any assignment, so I have a team, so I bring that team. He do the behalf of me the video, and I do the stills. So it's like a when you playing cricket and someone have a only very good batting, but they're not good in bowling. So, but sometimes people you can see all rounder they do the batting also, and they do the bowling also. So I'm only the batsman.
And sir, are you still using digital or did you switch in film also?
So in till 2009, I do with film, and what kind of background I'm coming. So it's very difficult after that to continue with film because it's very expensive also, and I don't have that much money. So when I went New York in 2009 and I bought my first digital camera, there is one very famous shop called B&H. So I bought my first 5D Mark II there, and I shifted digital that time. So till now,
Okay.
I do only digital.
And how did you manage it with your your NGO work and your personal projects? How do you switch in these things?
So I do most probably assignment for non-profits because I came from not non-profit my background and I know what important role they playing as a small way or whatever way. So that's why my lots of contribution and assignment doing for non-profit. But sometimes, some NGO they don't have money to do that work, and so sometimes I do volunteering for them. So, but not like a continue. So, like when I'm doing the disability project, so they take care of my travel, food, and stay. So as a freelance, I don't have everyday work. So like when I don't have work and I am free, so I travel for this assignment for everyone is better. So
Okay.
that's how I manage my lifestyle.
Okay. Are you going to teach a youngster, or you still
So
want to join?
so no, sometimes I do workshop, but I'm not very good in teaching. So maybe continue. I do my photography, but maybe after age 45 or 50, when I have good knowledge to share. So definitely I will do, but later, not now.
And my personal question is, what do you prefer, color or your black and white? Or do you switch whenever you want?
So it depend what I'm trying to showing according to the subject. So like when you see my mountain work, this is Cardinal
Yeah.
mountainscape. So when you see these photographs in color, so my eyes go to blue sky, and in the mountain there is lots of greenery. So your eyes go to first in the blue sky, then the greenery, and then after that what I am trying to showing in that picture. But when I turn that in black and white, so my eye go to direct where I try to show the my subject. So your eye directly there. So according to the subject, I decide how do I go with this color or black and
Nice, nice.
yeah. So this is how I decide.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rohit, for your question.
Okay,
Yeah.
great, Rohit. Yeah, Rohit is also digesting all your answers, I guess. It's been quite rapid fire. So listen, I really appreciate your storytelling, Vicky. And I think before I do anything else, I'll just ask you, like, how do you develop your gaze? Like, what do you do? I mean, did someone handhold you through this process? Because, like I found that there's so much seriousness and yet there's also humor, in how you show things. Like, for example, that photo with everyone's underpants. It was so. It just sat at that at the cross section of should you laugh or should you realize okay, this is the reality, or and then of course when you look at those sites like the 9/11 site and all the gravity of that. So like yeah, how do you develop your gaze? What do you think about? I mean, do you do some research in advance or do you just go in there and see what you're going to feel? Is it more tactile? How do you do it?
So most probably the lot of time spent and observation, and also during the beginning time when I'm learning photography. So my mentor always send me library, go library and see books. So that time I remember visiting Lalit Kala library, and there is only a small section of photography in 2005. I'm talking about 2005, and there is some good photography books also, and there is some exotica India photography books also. So whenever I go library and I came back and my mentor asking me what you see and I have to explain also. So I do lots of writing to explain my mentor, and also he sent me to see listen lots of talk also. So whenever I go listen talk, and he sent me to see the exhibition. So one day I asked him, sir, is it important to go see the all exhibition? So he said, in future, if you want to do exhibition, so you have to go, because if you give them respect, so you return back that respect later.
Mhm.
So my learning actually that time, that kind of learning. So because I know I'm not very educated, but I'm observing things. So like when I go listen someone take or talk, and their experience and their work. So maybe in that talk, maybe one word I learned from there, or maybe something I learned from there. And when I see other people exhibition, other people book, so there is some learning. And also because my mentor doing that time assignment for Forbes, Fortune, Time magazine. So I travel with him most of the time. So my learning is from there, and also my mentor work for photoing, and in photoing they have lots of photo collection of different kind of photography. So because every day my up and going there and see works, and when they are discussing about any photograph, so I'm sitting in the back and listening what they're discussing about photographs. So those experience I think help.
A lot, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And thank you for talking about mentoring, because it is a key strategy also at the Goa School, because we really try to borrow or lend out our brains, and then take ideas from everybody, read. That's exactly what we're trying to
Yeah,
encourage. So I'm very
mentoring is
happy to hear that, and thank you.
yeah, mentoring is very important part of every student. And if anyone want to learn anything, not only photography but life lesson and everything, so a mentor always playing very important role. And I really appreciate my mentor, how he teach me and how give me a respect and how he teach me. Like I remember when I'm assisting him, and if I do any mistake, so he not shouting me in front of the client. He always put hand in my shoulder and they take me out, and after that he saying me what you done there, my mistake and whatever.
Yes, it's very important to respect each other.
Yeah.
Acha, now one more interesting thing you spoke about speaking English in New York. You spoke about gathering confidence. You travel quite a bit, and so tell us something about that also, because I mean, I've been in that same boat. I remember I was very young. I went to New York and I was standing at a bus stop, and suddenly the bus stop started speaking.
Uh,
I thought there was a man behind me in the dark. I just jumped out of my skin, because in my whole mind I'd never thought that there would be a recorded voice in the
yeah,
bus
yeah,
stop.
yeah.
So I mean, so I just wanted to ask you that, how do you grow? Because is there a point when you get scared and you don't want to do anything? And how do you improve on your confidence? And tell us some stories like that. I mean, it'd be interesting to hear that.
So yeah, there's some incident happening with me with the English thing. So like when I went New York first time, so I'm very scared actually when I'm going there, because I thought how do I communicate there, because I studied Hindi medium and my English is just okay, not like that, and little bit maybe more. So when I landed there, and after my they provide me apartment in Manhattan, and I have to every day go to World Trade Center and my apartment, and then 3 times I'm just working here, there, and then my ICT. So after 1 or 2 weeks, I realized that there is lots of Japanese and European and Chinese. They can't speak good English, but they are professional there. So I thought, if I'm not speaking, but I want to be a professional. So because that confidence is very less in India that time, because I thought I am not speaking English, so I'm a not professional photographer. I always thought I am an assistant and I'm a photographer. But New York gives me that confidence during that time, because I thought my English is not good, not that much good, but if I speak Hindi, but maybe my work will decide I am a professional or not professional. So that gives me a
Correct.
confidence in my life.
Excellent. Yeah. So now tell me, this whole giving back enterprise. Now you did this open library. You do these talks. You talked about all your social media campaigns where you write things, and you connect other people. Now, how did this idea of giving back take seed in your mind? I mean, how old were you, first of all, and how did it enter your mind?
So I'm 36 now, and then so I know because uh, society ने मुझे यहाँ तक पहुँचाया है basically. So it's my responsibility also to give it back to the society, but I don't have that much money to I return back to the money. So lots of talk and other places, that one thing I learned कि राइटर के पास कलम होता है चीजों को लिखने के लिए. तो मैं तो लिखता नहीं हूँ, मैं फोटो खींचता हूँ, तो एंड आई नो द फोटोग्राफी इज वेरी पावरफुल मीडियम because I remember because I'm only in class 10 pass and when I have that Kodak Capital camera and that camera in my hand and I feel या मुझे फील कराया गया कि मेरे पास एक पावर आ गया है, एक शक्ति आ गया है.
Okay.
Okay, so because and I that later I realized also the power always comes with responsibility. So
Correct.
power इसलिए आया था because the my friend start giving respect me because उनको अपने फोटो खिंचवाने होते थे.
Correct.
So sometimes they invite me, hey, I bring this food, come and eat with us. Okay, because they want to later I can click their photograph. And when I bought my first film camera, and during that time I do before I photography I do theater also, so I'm theater lover also. So sometimes I just put my camera in my shoulder and I go to any theater and because of the camera they didn't ask me for tickets.
Okay.
Okay, because they thought I came from some press and click photographs of the show. So I get free entry those theater and I sing lots of theater like that. So it's some kind of power.
Yeah. So
Because,
you basically saying you're talking about opportunity also, right? It gave
yes,
you an opportunity. So
yeah.
this whole idea of giving back or giving it to people who don't have that opportunity, like, is it because you were part of the Salaam Baalak Trust or something? I mean, where people would talk about these things, or do you think you had this idea even before you reached that railway station in as a child, or
No, before not, but
like I just
definitely
want to know, like, how did you get
just when I start working and this is start in I think 2000 during the 2000 after my first book 2013 when like I do the Januar project and people start supporting. Like when I do the campaign of ruler change maker and we put the photographs and that school got famed. So, but I never thought this kind of thing is happening. I thought I just uh, click photographs and share in social media. And so that first incident happening, and then the second incident happening when I shared the photographs of Govind, he's saying कि मैं गांव का सरपंच बनना चाहता हूँ. And when I shared that picture, and then someone gave him 2 lakh rupees scholarship for the future. So then after that, the confidence little came that maybe I will use this tool as a very powerful way to return back to the society. And that's how the water
just
project.
you
Yeah, and after that,
correct?
because
So you saw it happening, basically.
yeah, and after that, I do very transparent. Okay, so like if someone support me, so then I send them the second picture also. So I rebuild the connection also and honesty also, so that people have a trust on me that I'm sharing something, so they believe me. They're going to the correct place. So that is like a very important. They believe me and they trust me, and I earn that trust actually with the photographs, the second
Understood.
photographs.
Understood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I just ask you one more question
Yes.
because I realize you've given us a lot of your time, which is that I noticed that in some of your like you were talking about the urbanization of mountains and things like that. So I'm just wondering now, you've done the give back part, you've grown as a photographer, you've done, like you've been exhibited in so many places. Now you have a name. And you also hobnob with the likes of Raghu Raiji. I saw his photo there. So things like that. Now the question is, what do you see your role in the future as? Do you want to make commentaries on like world issues, say climate change, or maybe smaller things like development of mountain tops or whatever? Or do you feel that you will, as you know, I know Rohit asked you a question, so you might go into teaching in a little while. You said could be a little later, but I just want to ask you, what are your views about the first of all, the views about the future of the world, and then what you think you will be doing within that.
So, the always when we saw movie or anything, so movie and things are always in a sub story, and sometimes we saw movie and there is something learning with that movie, like we learn something from that story or that movie. So the my photography, I try to do that kind of subject that people have to learn something from their with the subjects what they are doing in the mountain. So that kind of project I always love to do. That some kind of learning through my photography and sometimes some like a do research work or something they help for in future. So like in my upcoming work called Animal Kingdom, and I just give you what is Animal Kingdom. So when urbanization happening, so these animals go far from us, so we can't see much animal and things. Okay, so with our personal life also, like when some celebrity or some big politician they they die or they are not born, so we make their statues to remember him. Okay, so nowadays when you go anywhere, so in the circle and so many places, you can see lots of animal statues actually.
Mm.
Okay, in the city. So I click those photographs.
Mm.
Okay, so later when come the project, so after exhibition, so maybe I will say next time again that photograph. So that project I'm working, so that when you go and see the like some dustbin is an animal face and the animal open mouth, so you think about what children learn to throw their mouth in garbage. Okay,
Okay.
so this kind of project I'm doing my next upcoming, and later what I want to do. So like in 2017, I registered my trust for the Steel Dream Trust, and I'm not working anything with the trust because I don't have manpower, I don't have any money, because now still I'm sometimes it's difficult for me to survive because I'm a documentary photographer working for non-profits, and non-profits give me a very small amount, so it's very difficult to survive sometimes. So but I try to collect all the negatives actually. So in Delhi there is Chor Bazaar, and I have like a house of one room of all the negatives, like a glass plate, 4 by 5 negative, lots of negative from before the partition. Okay, so lots of negatives. So later on, maybe I scan those negatives and do some work with that. And if any money coming from that, so maybe I will start some grant or something and help to the community through that. So that is my idea, but I'm not doing anything now because I don't have manpower and I don't have money. Because
Right. Okay.
grant and this
But
thing is very important to documentary photographer and other to grow. So like I also grow like that.
yeah, I remember Rohit, you might have something to say about this because when you joined us also, you were telling us that I work in a chocolate factory, but I do my photography on the side because
I'm
I
still
think all
struggling, man.
photographers sometimes have to
I'm just
really sell.
yeah.
Sorry,
It's I am still
what did you
struggling
say,
in
Rohit?
that case. Now I am still struggling in that case. Sir is doing in
Yeah.
digital now. I am using films. I'm processing them. It's very costly.
Yes,
It's
correct.
yeah, and it's take a lot of time and
Right.
patience, and you don't even know what will be the result with the
Yes,
films.
correct.
You,
Correct.
you can easily mess up within 5 seconds within the temperature you are creating.
Yeah, correct. So,
So
but
can I ask you one question?
Hmm.
yeah,
So you said you represent yourself as a documentary photographer, na?
yes.
So can you tell me the difference between the photojournalist and a documentary photographer? What is the difference between both of them?
So, like a photojournalist, what they do, like a agency just tell me to go there and click photographs. So they just click photographs in the situation, whatever happening there, and they come back. Okay. and they just submit the photograph. So whatever the very present things happening in the journalistic work. But when you saying documentary photographer, so like if someone asked me to, can you photograph of the Delhi? So Delhi, I said, give me a 1 month time, and I click photographs of the Delhi because it's not very big city, okay, like a 30 kilometers from one side. But when you spend Delhi five years, if you click photographs of Delhi, so what is the difference in 1 month and 5 years? So like in the winter, Delhi looks different. In the
Yes.
summer, Delhi look different. Okay. So lots of weather changing happening, and during that weather changing, lots of festival coming. Okay, and also the during the festival coming, lots of people have a dress change also happening. Like in winter time, they wear different kind of clothes, and the summer time they wear different. So lots of characters come in your photographs together. Okay, so the whole picture with lots of up and down, up and down, up and down. You can see when you click photographs of Delhi, like spent like 2 years or 1 year or 3 years. So when you work as a long term, that become as a documentary photography. So because you then understand more about your subject. So like when like if you see the Dayanita Singh Mona Ahmed, she clicked like more than 10 years when her first book. So when you see the Mona Ahmed books and you just flip the page, so when you see one where the Mona ने एक बच्चे को गोद लिया तो वो छोटी है, बट आप जब लास्ट पेज तक जाते हो तो वो बच्ची बड़ी हो जाती है, तो उसमें वो एक टाइम पीरियड नजर आता है कि आप कितने टाइम तक उस सब्जेक्ट को शूट किए हो। तो वो मेरे ख्याल से उसको डॉक्यूमेंट्री फोटोग्राफी कहते हैं, जो मैंने थोड़ा सा जाना है।
How interesting. And I suppose a photojournalist is somebody who has to jump in and just, assess the situation and make photos that are going to make news, right?
Yeah,
Which is, it's more like a reporting function or something
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Wow. There's so many options with this photography as a career. And as I'm saying, if we are willing to invest in it, it is quite interesting. So, okay, I have another last question, if I
Yes,
may.
yes, yes, please.
Such an interesting thing. Nowadays with the phone, everybody has a camera with them.
Hmm.
And, are there any tips you can give to people in general that, to scratch their photography itch? Like some 5 things that everyone can learn to take better photos. And I don't mean taking like only selfies and stuff. I mean, that is all there on social media. But I mean, somebody who really wants to document things or help to tell a story, like, because everyone has particular access to where they come from and what they can contribute to the world, right? So for a person like that who's interested in that and using his cell phone or her cell phone maybe to do that, do you have any hot
So
tips?
I think कोई टिप नहीं है, बट प्रैक्टिस मेक यू परफेक्ट। सो बेसिकली फोन में तो ऐसा कुछ बहुत ज्यादा सेटिंग वेटिंग करने की जरूरत होती नहीं है। तो मुझे लगता है कि
Yes.
जितना प्रैक्टिस करेगा, प्रैक्टिस से उतना अपने आप ही इम्प्रूव हो जाएगा, क्योंकि प्रैक्टिस करके वो हर समय देखते रहेगा कि ये फोटो अच्छा है या बुरा नहीं है, एंड उससे एक अपने आप लर्निंग हो जाती है। And जैसे कल मैं एक एग्जीबिशन ओपनिंग पे गया था दिल्ली में, यूनेस्को में, एंड वहाँ पे 30 फोटोग्राफ्स लगे थे जो देविका मैम ने क्यूरेट किया था, बट मैं जूरी था उसमें, मतलब सिलेक्शन में। तो मेरे पास करीब 350 फोटोग्राफ्स आए थे, और जिन्होंने मतलब शूट किया था, दे ऑल पर्सन विद डिसेबिलिटी, डिसेबल लोग। तो उसमें से 90% लोगों ने फोन से शूट किया था फोटो। ठीक है।
Right.
तो
So,
तो तो उन्होंने हमेशा, मतलब जैसे पहली बार सबमिट किया, तो एक दो विनर आए थे जिनको ये सेकंड टाइम अवार्ड मिल रहा था। तो उनको पहली बार जब अवार्ड मिला तो उनको एक कॉन्फिडेंस आ गया। ठीक है। और उन्होंने सीखा खुद ही, क्योंकि वो इधर उधर जाते रहते हैं और उनको लगता है कि हाँ, मैं ये चीज दिखा सकता हूँ या अपने फोटो के थ्रू ये कहानी बता सकता हूँ, या मे भी लोग हमारे नजरिए से, या हमारे हम जिस हाइट से फोटो खींचते हैं, क्योंकि हमेशा फोटोग्राफर बहुत टाइम एक ही पोजिशन में फोटो खींचते हैं ना। तो बट डिसेबल लोगों का एक ये होता है कि वो व्हील चेयर में रहते हैं, तो बहुत टाइम वो बहुत अप होकर के फोटो नहीं खींच सकता है। ठीक है, बहुत डाउन, मे बी डाउन होकर के खींच सकता है। तो उनका एक अपना तरीका होता है, तो उनका इसीलिए फ्रेमिंग एंगल भी बहुत अलग तरीके का होता है। तो वहां से एक लर्निंग, होता है, तो उनको पता है कि ये काम सिर्फ नहीं कर सकता हूँ इस तरीके से, तो वो लोग अपनी चीजें जमा करके भेजते हैं, वहां से भी लर्निंग होती है। जब मैं ये फोटोग्राफ देख रहा होता हूँ तो सम लर्निंग कमिंग फ्रॉम देयर ऑल्सो, तो यू नो कि आप कहीं से भी सीख सकते हो। आई डोंट नो ये
I
करेक्ट
understand.
आंसर है या नहीं,
Okay.
बट
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I think you can learn any techniques from everywhere actually. And with keen observation, which you were talking about before, you know, you can pick up many things. And obviously, it has to be your passion so that you notice things also. No?
या करेक्ट।
Everyone can notice things according to their interests. Yeah. Yeah. I think what was very novel, I mean, it's just something that what I noticed, for example, was that when you were taking pictures of those children on the railway platform, you were not taking uppar se, na, you were totally at their level. So you could really see, like the expanse of the platform, then how small the child is, all that. It gives you a totally different angle and a totally, to the way you just see a child when you're walking by.
या करेक्ट।
So anyway, I'm assuming Rohit that you're all out of questions because I'm also aware that we are drawing to a close now in terms of the length of the talk. To stop because it's been so interesting, Vicky ji. Thank you so much, and thank you also Rohit for your very insightful questions. It's been an honor and a pleasure,
Thanks, sir.
and it's going to be for us to follow you and to follow your work and to be connected in the future. And if you're ever in Goa, please come by and look us up. It would be
बिल्कुल, मैं
lovely.
जब भी मैं
Thank you so
नेक्स्ट
much.
टाइम गोवा आऊंगा
And
तो डेफिनेटली मैं कॉल करूंगा। और मुझे आप अपना एड्रेस, स्कूल का एड्रेस भेज दीजिएगा, तो जो मेरा अभी लेटेस्ट बुक है मैं उसको एक कोरियर कर।
oh, how sweet. Thank you. That'll be lovely. Okay, excellent. Thank you,
ओके, थैंक
Thank
यू,
you.
Vicky,
थैंक यू
Thank you.
मैम,
Thank you
बाय।
so much.
and
Bye.
all the
Take care.
best.
या थैंक यू,
Take care.
बाय
Take care.
बाय।
Take